ass. I told your ass to stay in the house. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you to clean your room? Pow. Didn't I tell you to do them dishes? Pow. Didn't I tell you to wash the car? Pow. Didn't I tell you to watch your little sister? Pow. Didn't I tell you to turn that homework in on time? Pow, 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 pow. I don't condone abuse. I don't condone putting your hands on your children. I don't condone it. I didn't grow up that way. My mom and my dad had to put their hands on me one good time. That's all it took. All it took was one good time. And I ain't never showed my ass again. And let me tell you this. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them. Sometimes you got to let them know what a big dog look like. Sometimes you got to remind them we are who we think we are. It's just a matter of time before we connect the dots. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. Hey, YouTube, I'm sorry. My language is going to be crazy today. My language is going to be through the roof today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't like cussing. I'm sorry if the kids are around. I'm sorry if you listen. I'm sorry if you're listening with your grandmother, Miss Nina. Miss Nina, I'm sorry. Grandmama Nina, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But today is going to be one of them days. Today is going to be one of them days. We're going to do this. We're going to have some fun. We giving some stuff away today. We giving some stuff away today. Hold on. Time's out, y'all. Time's out. Time's out. Don't go nowhere. We giving some stuff away today. We giving some stuff away today. Oh, yeah. We giving some stuff away today. For sure. We giving some stuff away today. We giving some stuff away. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. We giving some stuff away today, y'all. We giving some stuff away. Hey, listen. Today, we giving away an authentic Jalen Hurts jersey. Now, here's the kicker, though. It's an extra large. It's an extra large. We're going to get into the stuff. Don't worry. We're going to get into the game. I promise you. But I just want to let you know what the type of time we on. We giving away this Hurts jersey. We giving it away. Official, authentic. It's in an extra large. So if you ain't got if you don't fit an extra large, then I can't help you today. I'm sorry. But we giving this away today. We giving this away. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. I don't care nothing about a promo code today. Oh, I'm sorry, not a promo code. I don't care nothing about a code word today. I don't care nothing about a code word. You guys know my email. You know the email. chalkitupsports52@gmail.com. You want a chance to win this extra large Jalen Hurts jersey? You want a chance to win this? Email me. First name, last name, address. Boom. Extra large. I'm telling y'all, it's an extra large. If you can't fit it, you got to give it to somebody else. We're giving this away. We're giving this away. We're giving this away. Extra large. Jalen Hurts jersey. Extra large, baby. We're giving that away. We're giving that away. All right. Let's get into it. Y'all know the email. First name, last name, address. Enter for a chance to win. Enter for a chance to win. We're going to remind y'all later on. You guys are tuned in to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge us to the game. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II. We just got finished watching an ass whooping. The Philadelphia Eagles dominated, crushed, dismantled, embarrassed the Cincinnati Bengals in their home field, 37-17. We should have had a 40 burger on their head. We should have had a 40 burger. But it's all good. I'll take it. I'll take it. We should have put 40 on their head, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Nonetheless, I'll tell you this right now, y'all. The Philadelphia Eagles are back. I'm ready to say that. They're back in the mix. They're in the mix. You know, coming into this game, and I'm going to try my best to contain myself, right? But coming into this game, we talked about this, right? We talked about how for both of these organizations, for both of these teams, this was going to be a turning point for their season. We spoke about this in the pregame show. Shout out to my man, Coach Marcus. We also spoke about this at the link up featuring Simone Stanley and Laura Brunson. But we talked about this, how this game has real implications for both of these teams. The Philadelphia Eagles had a chance to improve to 5-2, keeping them in the divisional race. The Bengals had a chance to improve to 500. 500. Had a chance to improve to 500 to get back into the mix again for themselves. But unfortunately, they weren't unable to do so because the Philadelphia Eagles stayed disciplined. They stayed diligent. They didn't panic. They allowed the game to come to them. They didn't make any mistakes. They took what the defense gave them, and they kept pace. They kept pace. You see, the Bengals came out thinking we was going to panic. I'm telling you. They came out thinking we was going to panic. They came out thinking that if they go out there and score first, we're going to have our backs against the wall and we're going to panic and make a bad decision. You got to give this team credit from top to bottom for staying true, staying loyal to the soil. You got to give them credit where credit is due. There were many times in this game where they could have panicked. The play callers didn't panic. The head coach didn't panic. The quarterback didn't panic. The defense didn't panic. Everybody kept going. Now, granted, you only sacked Joe Burrow one time. But he was forced to have to move around. He was forced to have to run and get creative. He wasn't able to just sit back there and diagnose. I will say this, though. The Eagles' third down defense had their worst game of the year this year. Granted, you went up against the best quarterback you've ever faced this season. So there's something to be said about that. But it goes without saying that the Eagles' third down defense, they had a bad game. But overall, defense came through in the second half. Defense showed up in that second half big time. 3 takeaways, or forced 3 turnovers, rather. A turnover on downs, an interception, and a forced fumble. That's what you do. That's how you do it. That's how you take over a game. This game was lost, and I'm telling y'all, tell me if you agree or disagree. When it comes to the Bengals, this game was lost when what's his name? Zach Taylor decided to go for it on 4th down in his own territory. That game was lost for them at that exact moment, if you ask me. You decided to go for it in your own territory when the Eagles' offense is hot. You decided to go for it on 4th down. Shout out to Cooper DeJean. Shout out to Cooper DeJean with the big 4th down stop. That's when that game was lost for the Bengals. On 4th down, when DeJean got the stop. That's when the game was lost. So, man, the Eagles turned up in the second half. You know, you're going to have some people say the Eagles are still starting slow, but I don't feel like this was that kind of game. I understand the Eagles still haven't scored in the first quarter, but circumstances matter. This wasn't that kind of game. The Bengals controlled the clock for 10+ minutes in the first quarter. The Eagles were still on their first drive when the second quarter started. So I can't, in this game, I'm not talking about previous games. In this game, I can't kill the Eagles for not scoring in the first quarter when the Bengals had the ball for 10 minutes. They had it for 10 minutes. But if it means anything to you people, the Eagles did score on their first drive. On their first drive. Like I said, that first drive carried over into the second quarter. I want to give credit to this entire team for not panicking when the Bengals went down there and scored first. They stuck to the running game. They kept going. They didn't give up on it. Saquon stayed a part of the game plan. You saw Jalen Hurts under center a lot today. You saw Jalen Hurts under center a lot. They started the game with him under center. I felt like they should have been giving Saquon to Barkley a little bit more under center in that first half. Nonetheless, overall for that game, you saw Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Kenny Gainwell under center for a decent portion of that game. I saw different alignments, creativity from Kellen Moore with the formations, the alignments. Saw play action. I mean, you got to give credit. This is what we're going to do. Let me take my time, man. Let me take my time. I want to go quarter by quarter with y'all and just and bring up my observations quarter by quarter. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to read my notes. And I'm going to go quarter by quarter. And I promise you guys, I'm going to get to your super chats. I promise you. I will get to your super chats. I just want to get through some of this stuff real quick. Like I said, as a reminder, Chalk It Up Sports is giving away an authentic Jalen Hurts jersey. An authentic Jalen Hurts jersey. Right here, baby. Authentic. Real deal. Real deal. We're giving this away. It's an extra large, though. It's an extra large, dry fit. We're giving this away. You want a chance to win this? You want a chance? Email me your first name, last name, and your mailing address at chalkitupsports52@gmail.com. You want a chance to take home this Jalen Hurts jersey? Authentic, baby. Extra large. Email me. First name, last name, mailing address. First name, last name, mailing address. chalkitupsports52@gmail.com. Let's get back into the content. So again, I want to go over my observations. My observations from this game. And we're going to go quarter by quarter. Quarter by quarter. All right. Let's do this. And I'm going to get to your super chats, I promise. So in that first quarter, for me, Nakobe Dean, he started off. He had a really big open field tackle on a screen pass for a loss of yards. There were moments when the Bengals were put behind the sticks, and the Eagles just failed to get off the field on third down. The Bengals, Joe Burrow, they were so strategic. They were so surgical on third down. It was insane. And the Bengals just continued to march. And the thing about it is, the Eagles, in my opinion, they actually were tackling well in this game. I feel like the Eagles were tackling very well in this game. I didn't see the Bengals break too many tackles. I understand that they couldn't get up the field on third down. Some games it'd be like that, but you got to weather the storm. You got to make sure you checking the boxes in other areas. You can't check every box in every game. It's not easy. The Eagles have been consistent on third down throughout the season. They've been consistent. They had a game where they ran up against a real good quarterback. Joe Burrow was dicing them on third down in the first half, dicing them, and they were very efficient. But the Eagles, they stuck with it. They were getting pressure. Their run defense was spectacular. They started the game off with a very stout run defense. On that first drive, the Bengals were 5 for 5 on third down in the first quarter. 5 for 5 on third down. On that first drive, Joe Burrow went 11 for 12, 60 yards and a touchdown. And then the Eagles get the ball. You saw Jalen Hurts under center. The first 3 plays were run plays. The second play was a pass that was broken down into a quarterback run. Hurts was able to hit A.J. Brown down the middle of the field for a 29-yard gain. What I loved about Jalen Hurts in this game was how decisive he was. I can't wait to rewatch this game because the biggest takeaway for me was how loose Jalen Hurts looked, how decisive he was, how instinctual he was. This is the most, am I tripping? But this is the most comfortable I've seen Hurts look since, how long? I haven't seen Hurts look this comfortable in a while. He looked relaxed. He looked loose. He was letting the game come to him. He didn't strike me as somebody that was panicking. He took what they gave him. When things broke down, he got out of the pocket. He didn't waste too much time back there. I felt like Jalen Hurts didn't waste too much time in that pocket. Tell me if y'all feel different. Tell me if y'all feel different. I feel like this was Jalen Hurts' most. This easily was his best game. We're going to get into the box score later on, but I give credit to the Eagles for coming out strong. I give credit to the Eagles for marching down the field. Now, granted, the drive was disrupted because of a loss of yards and a Tyler Steen holding penalty. Tyler Steen needs to get in the lab. He had two penalties, 2 crucial penalties. He had a holding call. He had an unnecessary roughness call, which I felt like was bullshit. I felt like it was BS. It was bang bang. You feel what I'm saying? I felt like that was a bang bang play. Everybody was pushing everybody, but for them to call out Tyler Steen in that moment was corny to me. It was corny. Nonetheless, Tyler Steen got called for 2 penalties throughout that entire game. Not a good look. Not a good look. But again, he's a backup for a reason. He's talented. I like his skill set. But Tyler Steen has to do a better job at being disciplined in the game. All right, let's get to the second quarter. Like I said, the Eagles' first drive carried over into the second quarter. So by this point, the Eagles end up settling for a field goal. The Eagles end up settling for a field goal after a loss of yards on back-to-back plays. It was a failed Smitty bubble screen and a penalty on Tyler Steen. So Eagles are down 7-3. They close the distance. Now the Bengals get the ball back. The biggest play of the first half for the Bengals was that 3rd and 22 conversion. 3rd and 22. How you can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. I understand 3rd down, they got your number, but 3rd and 22 was unacceptable. We won the game, we dominated, but we're breaking this game down piece by piece. So don't bitch at me, Eagles fans. Don't get mad. Don't say I'm focused on the negative. We're taking this game step by step. I'm trying to go through the steps as to how we got to this ass whooping, how we got the belt to ass. You feel what I'm saying? So Eagles down 7-3. Bengals get the ball back. Biggest play of the half. Bengals were able to convert. Joe Burrow was able to convert on 3rd and 22. 3rd and 22. That is unacceptable. That cannot happen. Period. But it happened. You live with it, you die by it. So the Eagles, they kept grinding. They didn't fold. They stayed diligent. And the Eagles ultimately got a key 3rd down stop. I think Darius Slay had a pass deflection in the end zone. Eagles get a crucial 3rd down stop. Bengals got to settle for a field goal. Now the Bengals are up 10-3. Eagles get the ball back. Not much time left in the second quarter, but the Eagles dominate the clock. Bengals lead 10-3. Eagles get the ball back. Jalen Hurts was able to convert a huge 4th down to keep the drive alive. And they needed the points. So they couldn't afford to not score. Excuse me, y'all. Woo! All right. All right. Excuse me, y'all. Damn. I'm excited. All right. So, okay. Bengals kick a field goal. They lead Eagles 10-3. As a reminder, at that point in the game, the Bengals were 7 for 8 on 3rd down. 7 for 8 on 3rd down. That cannot happen. Once again, 7 for 8 on 3rd down. That cannot happen. Where's my... Hey, stop barking, man. Come on. Come on, man. I know you're excited. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, man. You all right? Come here. All right. All right. All right. All right. My bad, y'all. I got a dog, man. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. All right. All right. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Dog started to show his ass. So you know what? He goes outside. I tried to give him a break. So anyway, Eagles get the ball back down 10-3. Eagles have an opportunity to get points up. The Eagles were able to convert a huge 4th down, keeping the drive alive. They needed the points because the Bengals offense was humming, right? Lane Johnson ended up getting hurt on the play. He comes back. Eagles were unable to score. Unable to score. They failed on 3rd down. They end up having to punt. So Eagles are down 10-3. They're unable to score on their second drive, right? Unable to score on their second drive. So Eagles punt. Bengals get the ball back. Slay gets beat by some rando. I don't know who boy is. I don't know if he John Doe. I don't know who he is. But Darius Slay gets beat for a 20-plus yard game by some random dude. Now, granted, on that drive, the Eagles, and again, second quarter, time is running out. The Eagles eventually step up. Right? And they force a field goal attempt. The Bengals miss. You see, the Bengals could have went into halftime up 13-10. If they played defense, they probably would have went up 13-3. The Bengals had opportunities in this game. They couldn't get it done. So the Bengals missed the field goal. Eagles got a big opportunity in friendly field position. You know what they do? Jalen Hurts. He finds Grant Calcaterra for a first down. Now, granted, the drive almost got killed because Devontae Smith had a false start and Tyler Steen had an unnecessary roughness call that I didn't agree with at all. But nonetheless, Hurts hit Calcaterra for a first down. The drive almost got destroyed, but Jalen Hurts recovered. He was able to find A.J. Brown on a 3rd and 16 conversion for a first down. Arguably his best throw of the day. Some people may say the Devontae Smith touchdown was his best throw of the day. You take your pick. My favorite throw of the day was that 3rd and 16. That 3rd and 16 was the game for me. And it's so funny, right? Joe Burrow converted his key 3rd down play of the game. Jalen Hurts converted his key 3rd down play of the game. 3rd and 22, 3rd and 16. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Jalen Hurts converting on 3rd and 16 to A.J. Brown. Then at that point, Hurts follows it up with a big quarterback design run. Saquon Barkley and Cam Jurgens were able to spring Jalen Hurts loose up the middle, up the gut. At that point, there's 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the second quarter. The Eagles are at the Bengals goal line. So you know what the Eagles do? They run the ball. They try to throw the ball. And ultimately, they get rewarded with a first down because of a illegal hands to the face penalty by the Bengals defender on A.J. Brown. So the Eagles get first down, automatic 1st and goal. They run the ball a couple times, do the quarterback sneak, the brotherly shove, Jalen Hurts touchdown. The game is tied 10-10. Eagles going to halftime with the game tied. We're on schedule. With everything that went on in that first half. For the Eagles to go into halftime with it tied 10-10, kudos. Kudos to the coaching staff. Kudos to the defense. Kudos to the quarterback and the offense. Kudos to the offensive line. Kudos to everybody. Because you knew going into that game, that Bengals team was going to be able to put up points. You knew that quarterback was red hot coming into that game. Red hot. And he was killing you on 3rd down. But you just kept fighting at it. You kept fighting. You didn't give up. And you were able to get key stops to limit the damage. To keep your offense in the game. Eagles going to halftime with the game tied, 10-10. Now we get to the third quarter. This is where the game takes off the hinges for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, remind you, the Eagles got the ball at the half. They know themselves. They know they've been struggling in the early part of games. So you know what they do? They defer, let defense go out there first, and then they come back with their offense. So Eagles get the ball at the half. And right away, you saw what the Bengals were trying to do. The Bengals started that second half with 5-man fronts. The Bengals completely sold out to stop the run. And I promise you guys, keep smashing that like button. I'm going to get to your super chats. I promise you. I'm going to get to your super chats. I didn't forget about it. But again, the Bengals, they sold out. They sold out in the second half. They came up with 5-man fronts in that third quarter. And I said to myself immediately, Jalen Hurts has to win this game. Jalen Hurts has to make the throws. I said that. I tweeted that. Check me. Quote me. I said, Bengals starting the half with a 5-man front. Jalen Hurts, it's on you, brother. It's on you. And at this point in the game, Jalen Hurts is starting the deal. He hit Devontae Smith for a 15-yard pass on 3rd and 5. and then followed that up with a 28-yard pass to Grant Calcaterra. I want to give love to Grant Calcaterra. Grant Calcaterra has been really, really good for the Eagles since Dallas Goedert went down. I'm not going to say he's been a world beater, but he's been catching the balls that's come his way. He's been reliable. He's been getting open in space. Sometimes I wonder, how is he getting this open? But when you think about it, Grant Calcaterra, he's a talented route runner. He's actually a very talented receiver. He just can't block for shit. He can't block. But when it comes to the receiving game, the passing game, Grant Calcaterra knows what he's doing out there. He knows what he's doing. So Hurts finds Devontae Smith for a 15-yard pass on 3rd and 5. Then follows that up with a 28-yard pass to Grant Calcaterra. So far on the drive, Jalen Hurts was 3 for 3 for 49 yards on the drive. And the Eagles are moving. They're in the red zone. Barkley gets a huge first down run, which sets up the Jalen Hurts quarterback design run for a touchdown. Beautiful drive by the offense. Beautiful drive by Jalen Hurts to come out of the half. Eagles go 8 plays, 70 yards, 2 for 2 on 3rd down, a Jalen Hurts touchdown run. A Jalen Hurts touchdown run. At this point now, the Eagles are up 17-10. 17-10. So the Bengals come back. And look, Fangio, he was getting creative out there. He was having timely blitzes. He was trying to mix it up out there. They kept everything in front of him. And they stayed disciplined. But, once again, the Eagles defense, they struggled to get off the field on 3rd down. And Joe Burrow was just breaking their back time after time after time. And then they eventually scored with Chase Brown, the running back, Sidney Brown's brother. Chase Brown ran in there for a touchdown. But on that game, at that point in the game, the Bengals were 9 for 11 on 3rd down versus the Eagles defense. 9 for 11 after they put up their final points of the game. When the Bengals tied it at 17, they were 9 for 11 on 3rd down. Still, the Eagles defense is struggling on 3rd down, but they're making the Bengals work for it. They're forcing the Bengals to go to full length of the field and forcing them to be perfect. That's the name of the game for the Vic Fangio defense. Keep everything underneath, bend but don't break, force them to make a mistake because they will make one. So boom, the game is tied 17-17. We're still in the 3rd quarter now. Jalen Hurts comes back again, and he is feeling it. He comes out right away, hits A.J. Brown for a 23-yard gain. Then he follows that up. He finds Devontae Smith for a 45-yard bomb for a touchdown. And I'm so happy for Devontae because he needed that. Devontae wasn't really getting a fair shake with the targets the past couple weeks. And obviously he battled the concussion. He battled the concussion in week 4. He battled the concussion in week 4. In week 3, which kept him out of week 4. So, and he's been trying to get into the flow of the offense. Devontae gets a 45-yard touchdown pass. But then in that second half, Devontae started getting in his bag. I got to give credit on that touchdown pass. I got to give credit to Jack Stoll. I got to give credit to the offensive line. I got to give credit to Jalen Hurts. Got to give credit to Devontae Smith. Jack Stoll was on the island with that pass rusher. Jack Stoll was on the island. Remember, we cut Jack Stoll. We brought him back. Jack Stoll got hurt in that game earlier. He came back into the game, and he has a crucial block for Jalen Hurts to give him enough time so he can deliver the pass to Devontae Smith unscathed. Jack Stoll, kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. Kudos to you, brother. Another thing I love, Devontae Smith, he didn't let the ball come to him. He went up and got it. He didn't let the ball come to him. He went up and got it. Eagles lead 24-17. Also, shout out to Jake Elliott for making all his kicks today. Jake Elliott was flawless today. Shout out to him. Eagles lead 24-17. So at this point in the game, Darius Slade goes out with a groin injury. He's out for the game. Isaiah Rodgers comes in. And at this point in the game, I'm saying to myself, yo, Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow are balling right now. This is going to come down to who can make the plays when it matters most. I'm looking at both of these quarterbacks, and I'm saying, yo, who's going to fold? Who's going to make the first mistake? And then what do the Bengals do? They make a mistake. The Eagles defense, they stepped up on 3rd down. The Bengals get greedy. They panic. They know they're down 24-17. They see the Eagles. They see that the Eagles' offense is gaining momentum. They're humming. Zach Taylor basically said, I don't know if I trust my defense. Or maybe he said, I trust my offense more than my defense. Maybe that's what he said to himself. I trust my offense to get this first down. You want to know why? Because we've been 9 for 11. Well, at that point, 9 for 12 because you didn't get it on third down. Your team has been 9 for 12 in gotta-have-it situations. So when you look at Zach Taylor and question his decision-making for going forward on fourth down, I understand it. But at the same time, I look at it and I say, I know you trust your defense, but I wouldn't have did that there. You had so much time left in the game. You're only down by a touchdown. You're still in the third quarter. It's a minute left in the third quarter. Why would you go for it? He said, I trust my offense more than I trust my defense. And guess what happens? Cooper DeJean comes up with the big fourth down stop on Jamar Chase. No gain. Loss of yards. Eagles get the ball back in their own territory, in the Bengals' territory. You know what the Eagles do? They hold on to the ball. They do the best they can. Now, they were going through some equipment issues. Nonetheless, they're able to get it. They're able to get close enough to kick a field goal. Jake Elliott makes it 27-17. Now it's a two-possession game with about, 10 minutes left? About 10 to 12 minutes, about 10, 12 minutes left, something like that maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So Eagles go up 27-17 off the field goal. It's a two-possession game. Now the pressure is on Cincinnati to match you. So you know what they do? They panic again. Joe Burrow throws it deep to Jamar Chase in double coverage. Isaiah Rodgers tips it. CJGJ catches it, keeps his feet in bounds for the interception. Boom. Back-to-back drives, you force a turnover. Shout out to the Eagles defense. Shout out to Isaiah Rodgers. Shout out to CJGJ. Eagles get the ball back. Eagles get the ball back. You know what they do? Hurts finds Devontae Smith on a big 3rd and 7 conversion on a first down. A big 3rd and 7 for a first down. And they continue to kill the clock. They continue to sustain the drive. In that entire second half, you see Jalen Hurts dealing with confidence. He's shredding the Bengals defense. Devontae Smith was in his bag in the second half. Saquon Barkley was regularly getting 4 to 6 yard runs in that second half. And then he eventually cracked his biggest run of the day for 19 yards. Barkley didn't have the biggest game. Don't get it twisted. Saquon Barkley didn't have the biggest game, but in that second half, he was able to start eating. 22 touches, 108 rushing yards, another 100-yard day. And Saquon Barkley, he did well blocking today. Did a very good job blocking. But need I remind you, the Philadelphia Eagles were without Jordan Mailata, Mekhi Becton in this game. No Mailata, no Mekhi Becton. Marley Goldberg, 11 straight completions for Jalen Hurts to end the game. 11 straight completions. The Bengals had no answer. Hurts eventually finds Grant Calcaterra again for a first down conversion. He's in the zone at this point. He's feeling it. He's in complete control. And then Saquon Barkley goes off for a 17-yard gain, running like a man, lowering the shoulder, knocking face mask off. He pushes the Eagles to the Bengals 1-yard line. You know what they do? Quarterback sneak. Jalen Hurts for another touchdown. Another touchdown. Bengals get the ball back. Now, at this point in the game, the Eagles are up 34-17. 34-17. Bengals get the ball back. You know what they do in the first play? Mike Gesicki fumbles after Nakobe Dean makes the initial contact, and then Zach Bowen comes in right behind him to force the fumble. Eagles get the ball back. Eagles kick a field goal. Eagles lead 37-17. Game, set, match. Game, set, match. Your Philadelphia Eagles improved to 5-2. Let's get to your comments. Let's get to the super chats. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II. You guys are tuned in to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. If you guys don't already know, we are live on several platforms. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. And we are also live on Facebook. And when the live stream ends, you can catch the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. If you want to go back to the YouTube, what we do here is we upload the shows within the hour after it ends onto Apple Podcasts and Spotify so we can bless all of you guys so you guys can catch the content in more ways than one, right? Also, by the way, just so you guys know, we are here at Chalk It Up Sports giving away a Jalen Hurts jersey. A Jalen Hurts jersey, baby. Authentic. Jalen Hurts. If you want a chance to win this Jalen Hurts jersey, it's an extra large, by the way. I want to make sure everybody knows this is an extra large Jalen Hurts jersey. If you want a chance to win, email me your first name, your last name, and your mailing address at chalkitupsports52. Chalkitupsports52@gmail.com. We are doing a giveaway today, you guys. A giveaway because your Philadelphia Eagles put belt to ass on the Cincinnati Bengals. Belt to ass. Chalk It Up Sports 52. You want a chance to win this Jalen Hurts jersey? Extra large, baby? Oh, yeah. Email me. First name, last name, mailing address. This is how we carrying it. This is how we carrying it. This is what we doing. All right. Let's see what we got. There we go. The email is rolling in now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's keep the vibes going. Let's keep the vibes up. Let me get to y'all super chats. Thank y'all so much. Let's get it done. Let's get to the super chats. So, Sweet Chin Music with the $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. He said, whoop they ass. Nuff said, Who they? Who gonna beat them Bengals? Hey, we them boys. We them. Shout out to my man Sweet Chin Music with the super chat, brother. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sweating my ass off. Where we at with it? All right. Let's see here. Let's get this thing going. All right. Cody, and thank you again, Sweet Chin Music, for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Cody with the $5 super chat. He said, Cooper DeJean, 4th down stop on Jamar Chase when he tracked him pre-snap was awesome to see. I jumped out of my seat after seeing Chase burn Smith Jr. twice. Bro, who you telling? Cooper DeJean, listen, I don't mean no harm, and I don't mean no disrespect. But if that was Avonte Maddox in that situation, if that was Avonte Maddox that had to play defense in that situation, he misses that tackle 10 times out of 10. I'm sorry. I don't mean no disrespect. But if that was Avonte Maddox that had to make that stop, I'm willing to bet everything I have that Avonte Maddox misses that tackle. I'm willing to bet everything I own that Avonte Maddox misses that tackle that Cooper DeJean made. And I don't mean no disrespect. I promise you I don't. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you, Cody, for your super chat, brother. Green Wingman with the $10 super. Green A says, by far the best game of the season. Masterful game from Hurts, the defense, and special teams. Brilliant game from the Birds. And Greeny, what makes it so much better, brother? What makes it so much better is that you're seeing this team get better and better and better and better every single week. You see, the first 4 weeks was a team that was trying to figure out how they wanted to get this shit done. Those first 4 weeks was a team that was trying to figure out what their identity was. A team that was trying to put last season behind them, right? And After that bye week, after they had their come to Jesus moment, 3-game win streak out of the bye week. Jalen Hurts has been masterful. I think Jalen Hurts has 9 touchdowns and 0 interceptions since the bye week. Am I off when I say that? Jalen Hurts has 9 touchdowns, and no interceptions since the bye week. He had 4 today. He had 3 last week, which makes it 7. And he had 2. Yep, he had 9. Jalen Hurts is at 9 touchdowns. 9 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions over the past or since the bye week. Since the bye week. That means something to me. Shout out to my man Greeny. I appreciate you, brother. And also, by the way, you guys, your Eagles defense hasn't allowed 20 points since week 2. I'll take that back. They haven't allowed 20 points since the bye week. Your Eagles defense hasn't allowed 20 points since the bye week. Are you not entertained, Philadelphia? Thank you, Greeny, for your super chat. Austin with the $4.99. Thank you, brother. He says, is Hurts still a turnover machine? Let's go. Now, what did I say to y'all? I said Hurts got to give me like 3 to 4 games with no turnovers. He had 3 games right now. So I'll put it to you this way. Brother. He got it off of him. I don't want to jinx it. I don't believe in superstition, Austin, but I might got to take it off of him. He was too dominant today. I got to take that off of him. I got to. Hold on, y'all. Did y'all know Jalen Hurts ended up throwing more? Did y'all know Jalen Hurts ended up throwing for more yards than Joe Burrow? And Joe Burrow was dealing in the first half? This is why you play 4 quarters. Shout out to my man Austin. Appreciate you. Devontae with the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says Jalen must have had a game breaker with the way he played. Yo, bro, I ain't played NFL streets in a long time, but dog, he had to hit a game breaker. I don't know what he did. They may drug test him this week. I don't know. But Jalen Hurts hit a game breaker. Jalen Hurts must have. I don't know if Jalen Hurts found the Mario mushroom. I don't know if he found Sonic's secret stash of Sonic rings. I don't know if Jalen Hurts found the Chaos Emerald. I don't know if Jalen Hurts found the secret soldier, the super soldier serum. I don't know, Devontae. I don't know. All I know is that man was on fire today. He was surgical in the second half. He was surgical. Absolutely surgical. Stop fucking with us. Yo, hold on. Let me get back in my bag. Hold on. Let me get back in my bag. Let me get back in my bag, y'all. Hold on. I need to see this again. This from last week. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I showed this earlier, but this shit gave me life. This is when I knew. I knew something was up. I knew something was cooking. Right here. Let me show y'all this.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Let me show y'all this. Listen to Jamal Singleton talk to his running backs. Just listen to Jamal Singleton, the Eagles running back coach. Listen to the way he talks to his guys.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Listen to this.
Come on. We right back at it.
they can't with us. They can't. We in this thing balling, baby. Right? Keep your mind focused. All that intensity
Talk
stuff
that
we
shit.
talking about. Let this fuel you, baby. We right there. Let's be smart. Let's not get over amped. Let's stay in the damn moment. Right? Did y'all see that damn drive we just had? Both of y'all was eating. Let's go. Both of y'all eating. Hell yeah. Hey, I get great freaking block, baby. Yeah, I don't know if he knew. That's good stuff, boy. I got it.
Come on, man.
baby.
The energy is different right now.
Come on.
The energy is different right now. The energy is different right now. It's just different right now. It's different. Devontae, thank you for your super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Donnell Shipley with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He says Jalen balled today. But shout out to the O-line with all those injuries. Was Jalen even sacked? Nope. Jalen Hurts wasn't sacked at all, which says what? Fred Johnson, kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. Tyler Steen, even though you had a couple penalties, kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. Cam Jurgens, Landon Dickerson, Lane Johnson, even Jack Driscoll came in for one play. I expect nothing less. Shout out to those good brothers. And now I got to give credit to Jalen Hurts for getting the ball out of his hands on time. His clock looked faster. His clock looked faster. He looked more instinctive. He looked like he was just rolling. Like he looked like he was in a zone. In a zone. Thank you, Donnell. I appreciate it. L. Campbell, the lovely L. Campbell, the greatest L. Campbell with the $5 super chat. Thank you, L. I appreciate you. She says, let's go. Good game. Yes, it was a good game. It was a good game. L. Campbell, I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you. I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let me get to some of your other comments too, man. Y'all on fire right now. Antonio Holmes says, I hate the Philly media talking about this. Well, that was one person. I think. And that was Elliott Shore Parks. What the fuck do you mean an acceptable loss? How do you sound? I wish I would come into the crib and say to my dad, hey, that was an acceptable loss. Acceptable? There's no such thing as an acceptable loss. So, Antonio, I feel you. What the hell was Elliott Shore talking about? An acceptable loss? You already counting your chickens? You already giving up? You already pussy? Stop it. I ain't trying to hear that. An acceptable loss. Hey, Antonio, if he worked for me, he would have lost his job. An acceptable loss? Huh? Ivan Mims, what's good, brother? Welcome to the show. S. Blunt says, shout out to Roger. Slayer's hurt every game, bro. He old, man. It is what it is. He old. Now he dealing with a groin. And Lord knows what the recovery may be for that. Kyle Kokorski says, Tone, I can't wait for us to play the Cowboys. I can't wait either. I cannot wait. But it's gonna be a slugfest, though. It's a divisional game. Divisional games are always tough. AJ Harris says, you gotta love it. Trey979 says, we cooked them. Mnat089 says, not only did Hurts throw for more yards than Burrow has 17 more attempts than Jalen. What'd I say? It's funny, in my notes, right? After I saw that first drive by the Bengals, in my notes, I said, Joe Burrow's going to throw the ball more than 35 times today. They have no running game. None. No running game. I knew Burrow was going to have to throw that ball over 35 times. I knew it. AJ Harris says, Hurts 260-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, 80% completion percentage. Woo! Yes, I love it. Trent Wright says, O-line held up surprisingly well. I mean, I understand the surprising part, right? I mean, they're coached very well, so that's not a surprise, but you're missing Mekhi Becton. You're missing Jordan Mailata. Fred Johnson isn't coming off of one of his best games. On top of that, he's going up against one of the better pass rushers in the league, right? Going up against one of the best pass rushers. So and is it Trey Hendrickson? So yeah, man, it wasn't an easy matchup all the way around, and they still did their thing. KGK says it's that Mario star. Yo, Jalen Hurts must have found the Mario star, yo. He found the Mario star. I don't know what they put in that boy Gatorade at halftime. But that man found the Mario star. Big facts. Trenton Wright says he's avoiding pressure way better. I agree 100%. He's avoiding pressure at a significantly better rate. At a significantly better rate than he has prior to the bye week. Trenton Wright also says Jalen Hurts is leveling up in front of our very eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Trey 979 says Nolan looking good. Sacks every week. That's a fact. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. Nolan Smith, 3 weeks in a row with a sack. Now, granted, they made him split that sack. Well, he had to split the sack with Milton Williams. So I want to give credit to Milton Williams for cleaning it up on the back end. But back-to-back weeks, 3 weeks in a row, where Nolan Smith has a sack. He's starting to find himself. The game is starting to slow down. He's starting to find himself. I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And Hurts was using the middle of the field. I can't wait to see the passing chart for this game. I can't wait to see the NFL next-gen stats for this game. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. AJ Harris says, shout out to Vic, getting them boys ready to play. Bro, listen, the Eagles were not good on third down. But at the end of the day, the game is about points. The person with the most points wins the game. The person that keeps the defense that keeps the most points off the board wins the game. And at the end of the day, even though the Eagles defense was getting carved up on third down in those first 3 quarters and a half, you only gave up 17 points. You gave up 17 points. You only gave up 17 points. That's amazing. That's amazing. Your defense is one of the youngest defenses in the league. One of the youngest defenses in the league. One of the youngest. And they're coming along so well. Quinyon Mitchell, and look, Quinyon Mitchell didn't have an amazing day, right? But they kept everything in front of him. The only person that got beat over the top, I think, was Slay. But for the most part in that game, they kept everything in front of him for the most part. Quinyon didn't have an amazing game at all. He didn't have an amazing game. Maybe I got to wait till the stats to come. Maybe I got to watch the film again, wait for the stats to come out. But Quinyon didn't have an amazing game. He had a decent game. Decent. He was okay today. He was okay. Slay had that one mishap. You know what I'm saying? Their tight ends were killing us. You know, they were attacking us in the middle of the field. Like their tight ends were killing us. Mike Gesicki was killing us in the first half. Absolutely killing us. Here come this dickhead. Madden Playbook King says, bro, Cincinnati been averaging 17 points all year. This how I know you're not. This is how I know you're not watching football, bro. You're not watching the games, bro. You're not. You're not watching the games, dog. Against the Patriots, I'm going to go through every game for Cincinnati and tell you their score total. The Patriots, only 10 points. I'll give you that. The Chiefs, 25 points. That's more than 17. The Commanders, 33 points. That's more than 17. The Panthers, 34 points. That's more than 17. The Ravens, they put up 38 points. That's more than 17. They beat the Giants. They beat the Giants with 17 points. They beat the Browns with 21 points. That's more than 17. So what are we talking about? We're not going to sit here and try to dismantle this thing. We're not going to sit here and try to pretend that offense wasn't humming. We're not going to do that. We're not going to sit here and pretend like Joe Burrow has not been sharp. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. No. Coming into this game, Joe Burrow was one of the most efficient quarterbacks playing football right now. And you can make an argument. If you look at that schedule, the Bengals can easily be 6-1. The Bengals could easily be 6-1 right now. Easily. You lost to the Chiefs. The Bengals lost to the Chiefs by 1 point. They lost to the Commanders by 5 points. A possession. They lost to the Ravens by a field goal in overtime. They lost to the Patriots by less than a touchdown. Every game they've lost by one possession, one score. We are the first team to smoke they fucking boots. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing on my live stream. Get the fuck out. Stop playing on my live stream. Stop playing on my live stream, man. Stop it. Every game, the Bengals have lost by a possession, by one score. Either a field goal or a touchdown. Don't try to tell me the Bengals been averaging 17 points all year. The Bengals, prior to this game, they could easily be 6-1. Easily. I'm not trying to hear none of that. We put belt to ass today. Didn't we come into this game as the underdog? Hold on, time's out. Who bets? I don't bet much. So can somebody tell me if I'm right or am I wrong? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Who came into this game as the favorite? Somebody tell me, please. Who came into this game as the favorite? Tell me. I don't bet. So who was the favorite in this game? Trey 979 says 47.5 over under. Yoshiara says plus 2.5 underdogs. S. Blunt says Bengals by 3 points. Looking for Sasuke says Eagles plus 2.5. Antonio Holmes says 3.5. Yoshiara says the Bengals are the favorite. Luther Winfield says we were the 2-point underdog. Tori says we were 3-point underdogs. We were 3-point underdogs. We beat them by 20. By 20. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, yo. I am a very reasonable individual. If you watch my content, if you know who I am, you know I am very reasonable. I am very measured. I'm passionate, but I am measured and I am reasonable. Don't make me become unreasonable. I don't want to be unreasonable today. I don't want to be unreasonable. I want to be respectful. I want everybody to get comfortable in this live stream. I really do. I really, really do. I know. Hey, S. Blunt. I know. Tell them to focus on their own plate. Tell them to worry about their own crib. Don't you dare try to come over my house and tell me that I need to do my dishes when your whole house look like shit. Don't you dare come in my house and try to tell me how to raise my kids when your kids is out here Billy Badass. Don't tell me how to handle mine. Don't tell me how to handle mine. When yours don't know they asshole from they face hole. Stop it. We not speaking the same lingo. We not speaking the same language. We in two different stratospheres. We're not breathing the same air. Please talk to me nice or don't talk at all. This is a safe space. If you want it to be. this can be a safe space for all if you want it to be. Or, like Jalen Hurts and the Eagles did today, we can put belt to ass and have a real conversation. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. You're tuned in to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. And right now, we're doing a lot of winning. 3 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row. And, oh, by the way, that same Browns team that people are trying to talk trash about, let me make sure I got this correct here. That same Browns team beat the Ravens today. That same Browns team beat the Ravens today. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? That Browns team that people trying to talk trash about, they put 29 points on the Ravens defense head. Delco Green. Delco, you funny, man. Delco said, I guess it's easy to see that this is not the other company. Shout out to my man Delco, man. I appreciate you. Jerome Anthony says, Tone, your jersey on backwards. I know, OG. I know. I just want the people to know who I'm repping. That's all. I know. Sweet Chin Music said, Jameis Winston balled out. Jameis Winston went 27 for 41, 334 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Jameis Winston was on fire today. On fire. And he did that without Amari Cooper. And it wasn't like Nick Chubb had a great game. They told me the Browns was trash. And they just beat the Ravens. That Browns win is looking a little bit better, huh? Oscar says Jameis Winston was the difference. Absolutely. Trenton Wright says Jalen Hurts has been killing it since I started rocking his jersey. Hey, keep it on. Speaking of a Jalen Hurts jersey, as you guys know, like I said earlier, if you're just joining the live stream, we are doing a giveaway. A Jalen Hurts jersey. Authentic. Ordered it off of the damn team website myself. Well, shout out to my dad. My dad ordered it for me. Shout out to my dad. My dad ordered this for the show. He said, yo, get us away to somebody. Extra large. It's an extra large, though. It's an extra large. But if you want a chance, if you want an opportunity to win this giveaway, to win this jersey, this Jalen Hurts jersey, if you want a chance to win it, email me. First name, last name, mailing address at Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Email me at chalkitupsports52, chalkitupsports52@gmail.com if you want a chance to win that Jalen Hurts jersey. First name, last name, mailing address. First name, last name, mailing address. You want an opportunity? Email me, chalkitupsports52@gmail.com. Now, I will let you guys know the giveaways are starting to get back up. They're starting to get back up, and I'm having too much fun right now. Oh, by the way, I got to make a phone call. Let me call the OG, Triple OG. Let me call him. And shout out to my man Scale Blazers with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Scale. Let's see. Come on, Dad, answer the phone. The people want to talk to you. I'll call him back in a second. Shout out to my man Scale Blazers once again with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Luther Winfield says, Tone, don't do that. Get ignorant on him, especially for those that had the undercover bigot critique of Hurts. He can't read defense, slow the process, et cetera, et cetera. We all knew what that's cold for. Get him, bro. We know what that's cold for. Hey, Luther. Hey, we know what that's cold for. The level of patience these analysts have for guys like, man, let me not do it. Thank you, Luther. I appreciate you, brother. Sess, welcome to the show. Sess says Calcaterra been stepping up big time. Has he ever? Shout out to Grant Calcaterra. Shout out to him. Let me try calling him one more time. Man, like that defense was great. They played great, y'all. I'm trying to get my dad on the line. Y'all know how he give it up. Come on, man. Answer your damn phone. I wish Will Shipley would have got that touchdown too. I wish he would have got that. I wish Will Shipley would have got that touchdown, man. Will Shipley, man. I really wish Will Shipley would have got that touchdown. I really, really do. Chaotic Green says pressure was constant today. Burrow got low though. No, he did. I got to give Joe Burrow credit. He did an amazing job avoiding the contact, but he was forced to move around a lot. All right, here we go. The big dog is here. The big dog has arrived. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
What's up, son?
Where you at? Talk to me.
Oh my goodness, like we're making moves right now. You know, we hit it down to Charlie B's where they're having a Eagles after party. So we're gonna go down there and hang out for a little bit. That victorious win was beautiful at the second half. We struggled through the first half. Defense stepped up. And like I said, feed the beast. Get that ball to Barkley, baby. That ball opens up all types of plays. You feed Barkley, it opens up to the offensive pass. It opens up to so many different things we can do by feeding him the ball. That's AJ. Hey, AJ.
Yo, Al, what's going on, big dog?
What's up, man? How you doing, homie?
Hey, listen, I'm doing great. Listen, we are live right now on Chalk It Up Sports. I need to hear y'all take on this. Let me know what y'all saw. Break it down for me. Give me y'all take. Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna give three facts of the game, right?
Okay.
Hurts played phenomenal. No turnovers, played the right throws. Ball precision, ball placement was great. The defense played great. And at the end of the day, Saquon Barkley played great as well. So don't forget about Smitty.
Smitty, yo.
Open up the game. Don't forget about Smitty.
Smitty cracked that shit wide open.
He cracked it wide open, baby. But AJ, but the key is Hurts ball placement and put the money on a down.
Beautiful. Listen, you know what's so crazy, y'all? A lot of people love that Devontae Smith touchdown, right? But in my opinion, his best throw, his most important throw, came on 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16.
Absolutely.
He found AJ Brown.
We got the first down. Here's a great thing about that play. Not only did he find AJ Brown, but AJ Brown was wise enough to know to fall backwards to go over because he played
Bingo.
Yard, but he fell backwards to go 2 yards over to get the first down. So that was a great part on both of their plays. So the quarterback and the wide receiver.
Facts.
It's great.
Facts. And another person I want to show love to was Grant Calcaterra, the tight end filling in for Grant Calcaterra filling in for Dallas Goedert. Grant Calcaterra, listen. He can't block for shit. But he could catch the ball and get open. And once he get open, he could run. He could run.
He get the right yardage. Right. He get the right yards.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, and truth be told, another key is the defense for how long they was on the field in that first half, and the third downs they gave up 30 and 22, all those third downs.
Yeah, that was a rough
held
one.
them to 10 points in the first half.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, they held them to 10 points in the first half, but kept them in the game.
Agreed, 100%.
Believe it or not, yes, the defense actually played a great game. And then listen, I would say to AJ, Darius Slay, as much as I love him, he has to sit. I like Rodgers better. Rodgers is more aggressive on the point attack. He played more closer to the line of scrimmage, and he fights through traffic and he's stronger.
Yeah, he fast. Listen, he faster. He younger. Yeah, go ahead, Dad. My bad. Go ahead, Dad.
And that's exactly why Rodgers got the interception.
Well, Rodgers tipped it. Rodgers tipped it. CJ got the interception. But I feel you.
Right. But
He was right there. Yo. He created that.
17 or 9 yards back. Slay played mostly loose coverage play back. This kid gets up in your face.
Yes.
He challenged you from the start.
Yeah.
So that's why I like Rodgers starting instead of Slay. I do. I'm not saying Slay a bum. I'm not saying.
I get it. No, I get it. Slay, he owed. He owed, and you know this.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like this. Big play Slay lost his Slay. He need to read. You know what I'm saying? He need to go see Santa Claus again. You know what I mean? What's up? What's going on with the reindeers? What's up with my Slay? Because big play Slay been slipping. That's the bottom line.
Yo, hold on, wait. He wasn't awful today, but he could have been better. Yeah.
What I'm doing, son, is factoring multiple games, a combination of him.
Okay.
He wasn't that bad today, but the combination. The easy plays. Looking like you have easy plays. You give easy plays. You give it up. Your coverage is ass. It's like, come on, Slay. Step up, bro. And Mitchell, and AJ, here's the deal. The great thing that we don't talk about, the rookie is shutting down the whole half of the field.
Agreed, 100%.
The rookie Mitchell is shutting down the whole half of the field. You don't hear his name. Because he's shutting that shit down.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a point. As a rookie, and that's one of the hard positions to play in football.
Yeah, I think it's the hardest, in my opinion. But let me say this, right? It's funny y'all bring up Quinyon Mitchell because two of your best players on defense right now are your rookies, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, the white boy. Cooper DeJean is the truth. He the truth. Listen, Cooper DeJean. Let me tell you real quick before you go, before I let you talk, let me say this one thing and I'll let you cook that. The Bengals lost this game when they got the Bengals lost this game when they panicked and they went for it on 4th down. And Cooper DeJean made the tackle in the open field, turnover on downs. We get the ball back in our own territory. That's when that game was lost. It was still third quarter. Cincinnati, why won't you punt it?
You know what's funny about that? Soon as that happened, Al said the game is over. I said, no, it's at the top of the 4th quarter. Don't sing until the fat lady sing. He said, no, I'm telling you right now, Tone, the game is over. With the momentum they had, he was like the win going to be 34-17.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think it was gonna be that though. Like I was, my prediction was 28-23.
AJ, let me say this real quick, right? What I knew that Hurts was gonna have a good game because when you get beat by at any level, 63 with Joe Burrow beat Jalen Hurts at 28 in a championship game, that sticks with you.
Ooh, good point, Al.
If you are a competitor, that shit sticks with you. That nigga put 63 up on you to 28, and you want to show him, you are the better player. You are. I'll let you against Clemson at the highest level.
No, Oklahoma. It was Oklahoma.
I'll let you against Oklahoma. So I knew that. So AJ, I knew that he was going to be motivated to have a great game.
That is a good point. Nobody really talked about that yet, and I didn't even talk about that yet. That was because remember, Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, they were in the same draft class.
Right.
Joe Burrow was the number 1 overall pick. Jalen Hurts was a second rounder.
Correct. He put up 7 touchdowns on you in the first half. That's going to stick with you as a competitor. If you any kind of competitor, you never gonna let that go away. Like you know that was like, yo, you want revenge, bro.
Yep. It was the Peach Bowl. My man, shout out to my man Trey 979 on the show. Trey 979. He said it was the Peach Bowl in 29 in the Peach Bowl 2019.
That's right.
They lost 63 to 28. 63 to 28 they lost.
28. 63 to 28. Burrow had 7 he whipped fucking Hurts ass in the Peach Bowl. So, and that left a bad taste. A bad taste in his mouth. Now, and so when at the highest level in the NFL, and should dominate them what he did. He did about 20 points. He had a great game. And he had a 20-point win. And AJ, 20-point win. You know, understands that Hurts had a better game in the Super Bowl than Mahomes did.
He did.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the defense, the Eagles should have won the Super Bowl hands down.
Yeah, that's true.
Hands down. The defense was absolutely terrible. So Jalen Hurts, from the time he stepped in the league as a starter, bro, he has been putting his work in.
Hey, listen, Al. One thing I'll say, man, before I let y'all go, man. One thing I say, Al. And I'll say my dad is saying it too. I'll say this, man. Y'all been on Hurts early. Y'all was on Hurts early. Y'all was like, yo, listen, I'm telling you, get a young boy a shot. Y'all just kept saying, give him a shot, give him a shot.
Yes. AJ, and just to be frank, man, we had a heated conversation about that with him and Winston, right? Because I saw the future. I saw the future with this kicking.
Yeah, we did for sure. I remember. Yes, for you. I remember that day. We did.
You got a new offensive and defense coordinator. Sometimes it takes time to gel.
Right.
It doesn't happen automatically like that. It takes literally about 8 to 9 games to really figure out what you have and how to make adjustments and things like that. And so they are on the right path, and they just warming up, bro.
I love it. I love it, man.
And also, I said to all my squad, I get the whole squad come over every week. We do football Sunday. It's like a ritual. I told them, I said, I'm tired of this Jalen Hurts turnovers, right? I'm tired of the Jalen Hurts turnovers. I said, give me 5 games, no turnovers. Give me 5 games. We got 3 games, no turnovers. You know what I'm saying, AJ?
Yep.
We very well could be 6-1 in the Saquon Park and catch that pass.
Oh, you are so right. You are so right.
Let me say that. With all the things that's been happening, we literally could be 6-1 if he just catch that ball. That makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. And so when you come into town, baby, coming to town, we're playing the Ravens, baby. We're playing the Ravens, and Ravens just got their ass kicked by the Browns.
Sure did, and guess what? We beat the Browns. We beat the Browns 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. AJ, I'm gonna leave you with this one. Last one, real quick.
Yep, you good?
Deshaun Watson is done. We might never see Deshaun Watson again because he got too much stuff on off the field that's a distraction, and he's not in a football mindset mode. So Deshaun Watson is done. Jameis Winston's gonna take away that franchise, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but Deshaun Watson is done for him, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna leave it with this, son, and I love you to death. Listen, this is chalking up sports. No matter if we win or we lose, we just gotta chalk it to the game.
Facts. And let me leave y'all with something. Before y'all get out of here, let me leave y'all with something real quick, okay? I'm going to give y'all some numbers real quick of Jalen Hurts since the bye week, okay? Since the bye week. Let me just run this by y'all, all right? Since the bye week, the Eagles, under Jalen Hurts, they're 3-0. They haven't allowed a team to score 20 points at all. He's completing 71% of his passes. He's averaging 200 pass yards a game, 203.6 to be exact. His completion percentage, oh yeah, I said that. He's completing 71% of his passes. He's averaging over 200 yards per game in the air. He's averaging over 10 yards an attempt. He has 9 touchdowns and no interceptions with no interceptions, no fumbles, with an average passer rating of 125.6.
That's a great. He's taking care of the ball. That's great stats. That's great stats. He's saying that. That's all the football fans out there. That's on the airways. We're talking about sports. Listen. Hey, AJ, I'm gonna leave you with this right here.
I love it, fellas. Listen, I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon, man. All right.
Talk to you later, buddy.
All right.
Bro. Yes.
They drunk as shit. Yo, shout out to my dad. Shout out to my OG Al. They drunk as shit. Listen, I really do appreciate y'all for locking in on the show. I told y'all I was going to get my dad back on this thing one way or another. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Again, I'm gonna run these stats by y'all one more time. One more time. Since the bye week, the Philadelphia Eagles are 3-0. Jalen Hurts is completing 71% of his passes. He's averaging 203 passing yards per game, averaging over 10 yards an attempt, and he's averaging a 125.6 passer rating with 9 touchdowns, no turnovers. Jalen Hurts is in his bag right now, and it's straight like that. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the energy. Y'all know how we giving it up here at Chalk It Up Sports. Smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out of here, man. Like I said, if you don't know, the content is available on not only YouTube, but you can watch it live on Twitch and Facebook. And if you can't catch me live, you can always double back on the YouTube channel, or you can go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts. The episodes always get uploaded within the hour. So make sure you guys lock in. And I'm so grateful to you guys. I'm so grateful to be a football fan, to be an Eagles fan. This is the beginning of something. Don't let nobody take it from you. Don't let nobody tell you different. Something is cooking in Philadelphia. And I'm telling you, it smells scrumptious. I've been your humble host, Tone DeShields II. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my OG Al. You guys have been tuned in to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game.